Members of the committee, my name is Christina Das, and I am a voting rights attorney with the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. We are the nation's foremost racial justice organization. We have a storied history in Texas. We are here to vehemently oppose HB 5337. This legislation unnecessarily disenfranchises voters and is fiscally irresponsible. You've already heard about the costs on counties. You've heard about the cost on voters. What you haven't really heard about is the cost of litigation, and I can assure you there will be litigation. Non-citizens, as we know, have been barred from voting in federal elections in the United States for at least a century. We know that through the Illegal Immigration Reform and Responsibility Act. We already know that that imposes fines, imprisonment, and other penalties subject to 18 U.S.C. 611. We've already also talked about the fact that non-citizens are not here to risk potential deportation and we're not here to pursue potential fear-mongering in order to limit voters' access. I want to talk to you about expert analysis presented in VCV Perry, which LDF was part of, decided in 2014 that demonstrated that Black voters were nearly twice as likely and Latino voters more than twice as likely to lack valid photo IDs compared to white voters. The court found that more than 600,000 registered Texans lacked proper identification and concluded that the law requiring photo ID had discriminatory effects on voters of color. You are now asking those same voters to have further identification in the form of passports or birth certificates. These findings underscore the potential for HB 5337 to violate federal law. And in particular, Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, which prohibits voting laws that result in a denial or abridgment of the right to vote on account of race or background and limited English proficiency. We also know that HB 5337 disproportionately burdens voters of color in a state with a history of long-standing discrimination. Just in 2021, VCV Abbott in the Fifth Circuit Court stated that Texans living in poverty are disproportionately Black and Hispanic and less likely to possess qualified voter IDs, further highlighting this disparate impact. We also believe this law would violate the materiality provision of the Civil Rights Act.
Thank you,
urge you to
ma'am.
vote no.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Members, any questions? Ma'am, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.